Rabina had never thought about having a career. For most of her life, work meant only one thing: earning enough to keep her family going. She lived in a village with her bedridden husband and her daughter. They had a small house and some farmland. Life was modest, but their expenses were low, so they managed. As her daughter grew older, Rabina began worrying about her education. The village could offer only so much. So she sold part of their farmland and moved with her family to the city. But city life was expensive. There was rent, medicine for her husband, school expenses, groceries, and transport. Rabina soon realized that she needed to earn much more than before. She found cooking work in 2 houses. The income helped, but she could not take more jobs. She still had to care for her husband and manage her own home. At that point, Rabina was not thinking about a future for herself. She was simply trying to survive and provide for her family. One day, the man in one of the houses where she worked told her that his home was going to be renovated. He asked, "Could you cook the food in your own house and deliver it here instead?" Then he added that a few more people also needed home-cooked meals. If she could cook for them too, he would pay her more. Rabina agreed immediately. It meant more money without spending so much time away from home. The next morning, she woke early and cooked for 6 people. She prepared the food, packed it carefully, and delivered the tiffin boxes. At first, she thought of it only as another way to earn. But after a few days, she began to like it. She could stay close to her husband, manage her own home, and work in her own way. People also began appreciating her food. Someone would tell her the dal was especially good. Another person would say the meal reminded them of home. Rabina started feeling something different. Until then, work had mostly been about getting through the day. Now she felt a small sense of pride in what she was doing. One afternoon, while she was returning from a delivery, an elderly man stopped her near the building. "Are you the woman who brings tiffin here?" Rabina said yes. The man told her that he and his wife lived alone and found it difficult to cook every day. "We have heard your food is good. Could you bring 2 tiffins for us too?" Rabina agreed. Then another neighbor asked. Then another. 6 customers became 10, and soon Rabina was cooking for nearly 20 people. Her mornings became busier, but her income was also growing. One day, while delivering food to a woman, Rabina noticed a laptop on the table. She asked, "How much does a laptop like this cost?" The woman said, "Around 30,000 rupees." She knew her daughter could use one for her studies, but 30,000 rupees still felt like a lot of money. The woman noticed her expression. "We have an older laptop that nobody uses anymore," she said. "If your daughter needs it, you can take it." Rabina looked at her in surprise and thanked her. That evening, she brought the laptop home. Her daughter stared at it. "I wanted one, Ma," she said, "but I never told you because I knew it was expensive." Rabina smiled. For a moment, all those early mornings and tired evenings felt worth something more. Months passed. Eventually, the renovation of the man's house was finished. Rabina assumed she would return to cooking there as before. But the man told her, "You do not need to come back here to cook." Rabina looked confused. "People in my office are asking about your food," he said. "Some people in this area are asking too. You should start a proper tiffin business." Rabina looked at him in surprise. "A business? I don't know anything about business." The man smiled. "But you are already doing it. People order food from you, you cook for them, and they pay you." Rabina paused. "I never thought of it like that." The man told her that the new orders could take her beyond 50 customers. You will need bigger pots and some help, he said. Rabina shook her head. My kitchen is too small, and I don't have that much money. Some of the customers are ready to pay in advance, he said. Use that money for the larger vessels. Hire 1 or 2 people part-time to cut vegetables, clean, wash dishes, and help with packing. You can focus on the cooking. Rabina went home that evening and looked around her small 2-bedroom house. Her kitchen was too small. So she entered one of the rooms and began moving things. She shifted furniture into the other room and cleared as much space as she could. Then she counted her savings. The next day, she went to the market and bought larger cooking pots, utensils, and containers. After that, she went back to the man. I will do it, she said. That was when everything began to change. Rabina hired part-time help. The workers prepared vegetables, cleaned, washed dishes, and packed the food while Rabina focused on cooking and managing the orders. The work was not always easy. Some mornings were chaotic. Sometimes ingredients arrived late. Sometimes there seemed to be more orders than she could handle. But Rabina was learning. And more importantly, she was enjoying the feeling of building something that was becoming her own. 50 customers became 60, then 70. Eventually, nearly 100 people were eating Rabina's food. Her little house could no longer handle the work, so she rented a separate place nearby for cooking. One morning, Rabina stood inside the larger kitchen. Vegetables were being cut on one side. Large pots were cooking on the stove. Rows of tiffin boxes were waiting to be packed. Rabina did not discover a new talent. She discovered a new value in something she was already doing. That is what we often miss. We may think opportunity means learning something completely new, finding the perfect job, or waiting for someone to give us a chance. But sometimes, the real opportunity begins when we notice that a skill we already use every day can solve a problem for other people. Rabina was cooking because she had to earn. She never thought that people needing her food could become something bigger. Sometimes, the next step in life is not hidden far away. It is hidden inside something you already know how to do, waiting for you to take it seriously.